Welcome, everybody. Hi, thanks for being here. Welcome, viewers, and welcome our play viewers. You're listening to Tools for a Peaceful Life, and today we have a very special guest, Bonnie Williams. She's going to help share some of her secrets for a more peaceful life. I'd like to just tell you a little bit about Bonnie. She's a busy woman for sure. She manages 3 businesses from home, but her higher priority than that is that she is a mom to 4 grown children, a wife, and a grandma to 6. And she's blessed that they all live nearby. Through many years of researching and experimenting on herself, because she has been dealing with chronic issues, and we'll talk about that, she has evolved into a cheerleader for natural healing. And we need more of those. There you go. Yes. Okay. She says her journey has been sometimes graceful and sometimes kicking and screaming. I can identify. But she admits that, kicking and screaming isn't the best way. So she's learned to choose peace. And that's what we're all about here. She chose peace. She's cultivating calm and embracing the good. She's feeling better than ever, trusting her instincts, following her passions, which she's going to share with us, and having lots of fun. Fun with her life, fun with her Facebook group. Embracing the Good with Your Soul Sister is her group, and we'll talk more about that. And she loves her business that she's building. She credits a lot of what she's working with in her business. The reason that she has that calm coping and clarity. So, welcome, Bonnie. Thanks for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
So, tell us a little bit about where you're from and just something you might want to share.
Okay. Well, I actually live in southern Utah, in Washington, Utah, by St. George. It's near Zion National Park. And I
Oh,
grew up
nice.
in the little town of Panguitch, which is by Bryce Canyon National Park. And so it's a really beautiful place here, and I love it. As you said, I'm a mom, a wife, and a grandma, and a business owner. And I'm passionate about all of the above, and I kind of just alternate hats. I
Yeah.
also
So,
help with my husband's business, so sometimes I'm, on 2 phones at the same time.
yeah. So, how old are your grandchildren, Bonnie?
My oldest granddaughter is 17. She'll be 18 and graduating, and she's amazing. And then they go all the way down to 2-year-old, who is named after me, Bonnie Mae.
How exciting. Yeah. Tell us, if you don't mind, a little bit about the chronic issues that started you off on your quest for better health.
Okay. I kind of hate to talk too much about that because I feel like words are power, and I give it power if I start making the list of all of my owies and my whining
Right.
and everything. But for the sake of letting people understand and know, I was diagnosed about 25 years ago, maybe, with fibromyalgia, and I've been on a quest to understand that. It's kind of a misunderstood diagnosis. And then I have Hashimoto's thyroid. I have some chronic back pain with discs and a hip problem and so different things and chronic fatigue. But I have learned so much. You know what, Sue? I don't know if I've told you this, but when they diagnosed me with fibromyalgia, they sent me home that very day with 5 prescriptions.
Oh
And
my goodness.
I tore them up because I just instinctively knew that was not the route I wanted to go. So
Right.
I did go for a short time taking a pain pill at night, and I realized I was just like, I couldn't hold my head up. And so I got rid of that, and And now I just have really gotten a lot more progress from just, managing my diet and doing the supplements that I do and the different things that I do to try to manage, naturally.
I think you said something really important at the beginning of your explanation, and that is we don't want to give credit or even acknowledge those things that are put on us like labels about health. We don't want to give them that power. You are your diagnosis. And
Yeah.
I believe that that outlook combined with your discoveries along the way is a lot of the reason that you do as well as you do. What are some of the things you tried along the way?
Well, it has been, like I said, or like you said, and I told you that it's sometimes been kicking and screaming. I did give that power in the beginning, even though I kind of was um, in tune enough to not take the what I call pharmaceuticals. And there are a lot of pharmaceuticals that are good for people and help a lot of things, so I'm not completely against everything synthetic. But as far as what that I was given, I just didn't feel like it was going to be right for me. So anyway, but I did still buy into a lot of the woe is me, I'm hurting, I'm miserable kind of stuff. And it took a while for me to learn that one of the main things for me was to accept it and not feel guilty about the things that I couldn't do. I think that my own stress over it and my guilt and my emotions and feeling not only feeling sorry for myself but feeling embarrassed that I couldn't just say yes to everything people wanted me to do. That was really hard on me, and stress is one of the things that is just not, conducive to any type of good health. So that was huge as I learned that, and I learned to say no, and I learned to just own it and do what I could do and rest when I needed to, but not just to quit and give up. And it was kind of a balancing act.
Yeah. Boundaries are very important. And this is a perfect lesson in boundaries. You knew your limits and you set them. And even more importantly, you didn't feel guilty about it. I'm sure that didn't come easy, but it's a great lesson.
Yeah, it's amazing to me that I never really would have guessed how slowly the answers have come. But I will say that I'm all about divine intervention. I feel like practically everything that I've discovered, my main thing is prayer. I've always been prayerful and asking for help and for answers. And I have slowly, slowly, slowly through the years, I found this and I found that. I found what doesn't work and what does. And I just still, to this day, fine tuning, like probably we all are, fine tuning our health and finding, ways to just get through the day sometimes.
Right, right. Well,
One
you
thing
and
I
I
was
have,
going to mention, one thing I was going to mention that it didn't work. I tried so many supplements and things like that, and I just didn't get a lot of results. And what I discovered was I learned about leaky gut syndrome and found out that I have poor absorption, and so I can take a lot of supplements, and they just don't really help me a lot because of the poor absorption in my gut. So I've been working on healing my gut, and I think that's made a difference.
yeah, it's a good point. You and I have a very common belief that it's important to both of us that your body can take care of itself if it's given what it needs. We treat it right and give it that good nutrition. And this goes right along with what you just said. We might think we're doing the right thing, we might think we're giving it that good nutrition. If we're not absorbing it, we're just paying a lot to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So, um, face to face, finally, at an energy healing conference in Sandy, Utah, and you had one of your businesses set up and I got to try this amazing product. I remember coming up to you and saying, Tammy, I need some, Bonnie, I need some energy, right? And you offered me some light sticks.
Probably the
Yeah, but
little
the
stick.
banana one.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I have to tell you that it really worked. Can you tell us a little bit about that and the products that you were sharing?
You bet. So it's interesting because I'll briefly tell you how I found out about this product because it's been around. The formula has been around for 25 years,
Wow.
and when I first discovered it 8 years ago, and I won't even say I discovered it because again it was divine intervention that was brought to us in a wonderful way. And my daughter was very ill and with mental illness and struggling and suicidal, and she um, was just not doing well. And you know, we have tried to stay away from pharmaceuticals in our family, but she was just like that. Bang, bang, bang. They had her on several pharmaceutical drugs, and we were on suicide watch. It was pretty intense. And so she ended up going into they were going to put her in the behavioral center for at least a week. And the psychiatrist that interviewed her and I together said, you know what, I would like you to try this product that I've been giving to people that has been amazing in helping people. And he gave us his card and he said, I'm going to sign the papers to release you from the hospital. And you meet me in the parking lot and I will give you this supplement. And in the beginning, Sue, when this happened, he said, you can't tell anybody because I can lose my job out of this. But he has since quit that job and he is, you know, selling these supplements and giving them to his patients all the time. And he has told me that I can tell that story now. So we feel like it was really true divine intervention. The capsules were Empower Plus, and so we gave the capsules to my daughter. We eased her off of the pharmaceuticals onto the supplement and saw amazing results. And that was 8 years ago. So I've just been selling those supplements and passionate about it and helping people to feel better. And they're not just for people with mental illness and not just for people trying to get off of pharmaceuticals. It's just good nutrition for everyone. And there's a lot of research, like 36 studies that has been done, more studies on this product than any other supplement, I think, in the world. So I think I sent you the research. But the thing is that a couple of years ago, they changed. They didn't change it, but they added something to their supplements. Instead of just the capsules, which we still have the capsules, and we still, a lot of us still take the capsules and now the sticks together. But the stick is a highly micronized powder that you just dump on your tongue and it absorbs directly through your mouth, your cheeks, your tongue, under your tongue. Just swish it around. I tell my grandson, hold it in your mouth and swish it around until it turns to punch. And then eventually swallow it. But if you can hold it in your mouth for about 30 seconds to a minute, it will absorb directly to your brain, to your bloodstream, and it is really proving to be an amazing tool, especially for me because of my leaky gut. And so I get to get it right to the brain. We also have it. We have two sticks that are you can put in your water bottle, and one's with caffeine and one without. And so we also have sticks that have probiotics and prebiotics in it. That is what I'm going to send you today because I didn't get them in the mail yesterday.
That's
But
exciting.
yeah, so I mean, we have a lot of stuff, and I mean, we have skincare, and the skincare has the formula in it, the minerals as well. So we just have a lot of wonderful things. But this has been the game changer for me because of my leaky gut, and I have been feeling better than ever than I have in
That's
a long time.
wonderful. That's wonderful. And you know, the skincare, people don't realize that whatever you put on your skin is getting into your system.
Yeah.
You want to put good, healthy stuff on your skin. You know, you can run out to the drugstore and spend 99 cents on a bottle of something, but it's so full of chemicals. Why
Oh, yeah.
wouldn't you want to get good, healthy nutrition for your skin?
Yeah. I actually have a gal that I talked to today that I've been helping. And she said, she's taking the capsules and using the lightning sticks as well. And she says, I'm doing the skincare and the lotion and the lip balm because she wants to get those vitamins and minerals in her every way she can.
Yeah.
So it's amazing how it slowly, sometimes quickly helps people, but
Mm-hmm.
still, as the time goes on, people just notice more and more benefits. That even months and months down the road, even years down the road, we have people say, "Wow, I never thought it would help this, but now just things are getting better and better and better just from giving their brain the proper nutrients, the vitamins and minerals." And not to sound totally like a commercial, but one of the reasons that it is better than probably anything out there is because they have in the past 25 years really fine tuned the minerals that are in there. And you need just a trace of this and a little of that and all together. And so it's actually proven that there's been so many studies done on just one thing, just copper, just nickel, just zinc. But this is a micronutrient, multi-nutrient formula. And so they really highly recommend that you don't take any other minerals with it because you'll mess up the ratios. And so that's why it's kind of before its time and really cutting edge in this
So, if
supplemental
people
way.
are interested in learning more on this, what's the best way for them to find you?
You can join my private Facebook group, which is Embracing the Good with Your Soul Sister. And we just have a lot of fun on there and just do all things peaceful and happy and good.
Mm-hmm.
And you can let me know there, but you can also go to Bonnie, and this is super easy, but is there a chat like thing at the end of this that we can put this in? You just go to
Yeah.
bonnie.renovaworldwide.com.
Okay.
So you can get samples there, and you can also email me at embracingthegood@gmail.com. So,
Okay, great.
as a matter of fact, if anybody wants to email me um, today, then I'll send you a
Whoa.
sample.
Yeah. Well,
You know,
I gotta say that sample pack from you got me hooked, and
yeah.
it's wonderful stuff.
Didn't you,
I
Sue? Didn't you tell me that you're on your second bag now? You're hooked.
yes, I am. In fact, I signed up to get it regularly because of the benefits. I'm really enjoying the lightness I feel when I take it.
Yeah.
Just general mood. So, Bonnie, our time's coming to a close, and I really would love to hear some advice that you would like to give viewers if they're looking for more peace in their life. What would be a tidbit you'd give them?
Okay, I love this. I'm glad you asked me this, Sue, because um, number one for me is prayer. And I don't necessarily mean it has to be to God. Whatever if you believe in a higher power, just that hope that comes from believing that there is someone or something out there that can give you that hope. So prayer is number one to me. And the next thing that has been so huge for me in my life is that I go to watch the sunrise every morning. I call it my antidepressant. But I watch the sunrise. I stand barefoot on the grass and do some grounding. I do a little stretching or whatever, sometimes some yoga. But I love to just go where I can see the sunrise really well. From up the street from me is a soccer field that I like to go to. And so I love watching the sunrise. I love seeing the sky, and it's a kind of a meditation type thing for me, but I think it's prayer and morning my morning routine.
Great, thank you so much. And I have seen some photos that you have shared with your sunrises. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous! Yes.
I'm
So
not
thank
a
you.
photographer. I just use my phone.
It's all I do too, but they do pretty well, don't they?
Yeah, I just can't resist taking the pictures and sharing them.
Right. Well, Bonnie, I want to thank you so much for being here with us today and sharing your story and sharing that wonderful tip for a more peaceful life. If anybody is having difficulty connecting with Bonnie, please let me know and I'll make sure that you guys get connected. I thank all my viewers and all of the replay viewers, and I invite you back in this time next week for another Tools for More Peaceful Life. Thank you, Bonnie, and thanks
Thank you,
everybody else.
Sue.
Bye
I
now.
love what you do.
Thank you.